Right, here we go. We're off again on a bike ride. It's one that we did a couple of weeks ago. When was it? The 17th of the 3rd, 28. We're going out to, we're going to end up on Sankey Lane. No, I don't. No, I've changed my mind. We're not. We're going to Rainford. We're at the minute on Lowbank Road. As you can see, there's potholes all over the place, like there is on most roads today. You just avoid them. Now, I'm not showing every single yard we go across because it could be boring. But at the moment, we're on Thigh Burn Road. It's a guy's wood, you know, and it's we're headed towards Pewfall, which leads on a path down to St Helens that we're going to take. Now, it's been wet weather for a while, so we're trying to keep as much as we can on tarmac because going through mud, it's muddy, it's not clean, it gets everywhere, and you do a bit of sliding about as well. So we've turned on to Arch Lane now. That's the lane that we're going on. There's two lanes. This is the top one, and there's one down the bottom called Gurswood Old Road. But this time we're going Arch Lane. There's not much traffic on it at all, but it does lead to a couple of farms and some industrial units. So you get quite a bit of cars coming past. But you know, that's something you have to put up with. And you know, it's quite safe on here because for that reason there's not much traffic, and the views are nice. You know, you're looking across green fields, cows and sheep and cattle like that. We're going over the railway bridge now, and it's you know how big a weight over it is. There's a weight restriction on the bridge, so no heavy vehicles can come on. Now, I can see in my mirror that there's a car dwindling about at the back of it, so we're going to pull it in and let him go. You can't hear him revving, but if they're not too patient, they're running over. So where the road's a bit wider here, I'll pull in for him. You can see at the top here it gets a bit wider, so we'll let him go there. Some nice houses here. Look at that on the left hand side, a white house, big farmhouse, plenty of money. Go on, get past. You're welcome. So it's unusual to get a lot of cars, but I can see in my mirror now there's another couple of cars coming along, so we want to have to let them go. We'll let them pass. Quite a bit away yet, I can see in my mirror. So we'll let them get right behind me and then I'll pull in somewhere. Because that's how I am. You know, I'm courteous, and also there's a lot of these drivers that are not very courteous and they'll just mow you down. It's all part of cycling, all part of the fun of cycling. That here we are, easy lay-by, then go here. Come on past. Two of them. Zoom. Double zoom. Thank you, you're welcome. So off we go. Oops. Now they've got stuck there. There's a guy coming down the road and there's not room for two cars to pass, so looks like the guy coming down the road has reversed back into wherever he come from. And now he's waiting for us to come past. So I'll give it fingers just for a laugh here. Thank you very much, sir. You're welcome. Now, I've not been up this road for a long time, but after this building you can see here on your right hand side, it's blocked off, and it's just a farmer's field type of path. You're allowed in it. It's a right of way, so we're not breaking any rules. There you see, there's a busy place on your right hand side, and as we come to this fence here, there's another busy place on your left hand side, and only that's just the road for them to get up. Right, so we're going out into the fields now. So what they've done here, they've given us a little fence to get past, and they put a great big block underneath, so it makes it awkward. They do that on purpose, farmers. When you're going on in life, getting past these obstructions is not so easy. We look back now and see my mate there, he's struggling as well. We'll get there. Come on, Tony. Shape yourself. Oh, phone's ringing. Somebody after me. Be a salesman. Hello, this is such a body from we Eat Resources, and we can save you money by making some adjustments in your house. And what they mean is they're a double glazing salesman, and they want you to buy new glass. They tell you it's old glass and it's not efficient anymore. Yeah. Right, so let's get going. Now then, we're leaving tarmac now, and we're going on to what looks like a load of water. Yeah, it's mud. Mud and worse mud. I didn't think it would be this bad, but it is. So we'll keep going. It might get better as we go along, and it might not. Yeah, the thing is keeping upright, isn't it? Anyway, we've got past that load of mud, and we're in a bit of better, more drier path now. Well, I've spoke too soon, haven't I? Look at this. There's another load of mud coming along. But we've gone past that point of no return. Once you've got this far, you don't want to go back into mud that you're sure you know you're going to get in if you turn back. So you carry on going, hoping that the mud's not as bad in front. As it happens, it is as bad. But we didn't know that. So we're keeping going. We'll get through it. Just means a bit more washing of the bike afterwards when we get home. But what I tend to do is let it dry, and then I can chisel it off with a stiff brush. But this is really bad. Didn't expect it to be so bad. I think the reason is because of all these piles of muck at the side. There's been a tractor raking it, trying to improve it, and it probably will be improved in time, but for today it's not. Anyway, we've got out of there now. We're back onto the main road, and this is Birchley Road. It's the road that leads from Birchley on towards Rainford, and it's a nice road because it's downhill. So in a minute we'll get to about 25 miles an hour. There we are. You can see it's getting a bit faster now, and I'm not pedalling as much because the bike's not going from side to side. You can tell when I'm pedalling and when I'm not. When I'm pedalling, the bike's going from side to side, and it's stopped now. So we're just using Newton's law of gravity. Anything that can go downhill will go downhill, unless something stops it hard. at a rate of knots of 32 feet per second squared, I believe. Until you reach 120 miles an hour, then it levels out. Well, we'll not reach that. We're going down here now, probably about 25 miles an hour. That's what I'm comfortable with. Over that on a cycle is unsteady, because the frames and the tyres, they're not built to hold that speed. So if you're doing over that speed and you hit a bump or a pothole, there's a good chance you're going to come undone. And bikes against road 2, bike nil, every time. Bad bend here now. Well, it's not so bad, it's 25 miles an hour. But sometimes you get cars like that, or Tesla, he'll be moaning at us because we've spoiled his fun there for a couple of seconds. But that's it today. The traffic, bikes, don't mix. This used to be my humpback bike bridge many years ago. You used to be able to fly along that and take off. Slow, it says on the road. So yeah, okay, we are slow. But now everybody takes notice of that. There's a guy coming down here in his Audi bomber, you know, and this is a double blind bend. Will he give way at the back of us? It doesn't look like he's going to. No, he's not. Here he comes. Vroom. He can't see he can't see around that bend, but he's not bothered. Off he goes. Well, he's got a bit of bad luck coming because I've recorded it, and I'm going to send his license, his registration plate off to the police. See how he thinks about that then. But in general, these roads are very, very safe. Now you can see I'm pedalling again now. We're going up slightly uphill, so going from side to side. We want to turn off here, turn right onto another road, which is the same again, it's country lanes. Now that farm there on the right hand side, he has an helicopter. That's posh, isn't it? Can't see it today, must have gone out for riding it. The Beverly Hills. This is the Beverly Hills of Wigan. Another humpback bridge, but it's not so humped. This one. And then we're going to do a left here on Pimble Road, which will take us up to Pimble if you take it far enough. But we're not going that far. If we're going straight on here, we go over Billinge Hill. But it's a steep side of Billinge Hill, so we're not going up there. We're going to turn left here now. And this is a quaint, what's the term? Quintessential English garden, English village. Little cottages. I think there's a pub here too. We'll not be stopping at that. More cars than people. Bus though. They have a bus service. There's the pub on the left. And then after these few houses, we're back again into the countryside. farmland. Now then, we're on Long Lane, and Long Lane is another downhill experience. And at the bottom there's a school, Crawford. We're entering Crawford village. Another little countryside village. Where if you wanted to live there, you'd have to pay a lot of money to buy a house. And it's not far from here that we'll stop at a cafe and have a bacon butty and a cup of tea. There's a school. It's only an infant school. Young kids, 5 to 10, I think, something like that. Open fields. Lovely. Little farm buildings like that, Luke. It's a church. Oh, it's a church. Sorry. Modern buildings on your right hand side. New build. The villagers won't like that, you know. They'll be saying, oh, go and build somewhere else. Here we are, this is the cafe now. It's the Rainford Junction Farm Cafe. And we've had a bacon butty and a cup of tea, and we're heading on our way home now. We don't go back the same way, we go down the Rainford bypass way, which will take us to St Helens, and then we'll go up the other path at St Helens, the Carswood Road path, bring us back out where we set off from. Well, nearly there. So anyway, I'll just straighten my mirror now so I can see where my mate's headed, and then we'll catch you on the next ride. Off we go. There's been no cyclist harmed in this journey. I think it's about a 17-minute ride from there, so we've not seen all the roads all the time. We can't do that. Well, off we go, back to where we come from. Back to Wigan. Boom, boom.